Hey guys, so I'm going to teach you guys how to now solve equations when sometimes the solution is either no solution or infinitely many solutions, okay? So I'm going to show you a couple examples. We're going to follow the same steps that we've always followed with multi-step equation, and that first step is to get rid of the parentheses. So we get rid of the parentheses by taking this outside number, so this 3 on the outside, and distributing, or otherwise known as multiplying, it into both pieces inside the parentheses. So when we do that, we've got 3 times x, which we just write as 3x, plus 3 times 4, which is 12. So we're just multiplying here, okay? And that's our first step in multi-step equations. Then we're still going to write down the rest of our problem, equals 3x plus 11. And this is where you might want to draw a line down the middle of your problem so that, or down the middle of the equal to sign so that you know where your two sides of your equations are. Because in the next step, we are to combine like terms. In other words, we want to get our variables onto one side and our numbers onto the other. Now, I always move my variables onto the left side. So I want to take this 3x and I want to move it onto the left side of my equation. And in order to do so, I have to do the opposite. Since it's positive 3x and I want to get rid of it on the right side, I'm going to subtract it to get rid of it here. And then I'm going to subtract it over on this side to combine it with its like term. When I do that, I have gotten rid of it on the right side, but notice that I've also gotten rid of it on the left side. 3x minus 3x is 0. So what I am left with is 12 equals 11. And 12 does not equal 11. And since this is a not true statement or a false statement, then this answer is no solution, right? I got that 12 equals 11, and that is not possible. So this is your example of what a no solution would look like. You don't have to solve it any further because you got down to a number equals another number, and they're not the same. So it is no solution. In the next equation, I'm still going to follow my multi-step rules, and I'm going to take that negative 2 that's on the outside here, and I'm going to distribute it in by multiplying into both pieces inside of the parentheses. So when I do that, I've got negative 2 times x, which is negative 2x, plus negative 2 times 3 is negative 6, okay? And then we still have the rest of our problem, equals negative 2x minus 6. And I'm just going to draw a line down the middle because I'm going to be moving things onto the other side. If I want to move my variables onto the left side, I have a negative 2x over here on the right that I want to move to the left. So in order to do that, I need to do the opposite. Since it is minus or negative, the opposite of a negative is a plus 2x, and that gets rid of it here. And then I'm going to plus 2x onto the other side, okay? When I do that, watch what I get. The 2x's end up being canceled out on the left-hand side of our equation. So what I'm left with for numbers is negative 6 equals, and then on the other side, negative 6. This is a true statement. Negative 6 does in fact equal negative 6. So your answer here would be infinitely many solutions. So sometimes you're going to get a solution like x equals 3. Sometimes you're going to get no solution where 12 equals 11, which is not true. And then sometimes you're going to get infinitely many solutions, which is where you have no variable equal to something, but you have two numbers that are equal to one another. So make sure you take your time with these and follow your multi-step equation steps and rules, and then determine at the end, whatever you come down to, determine if it might be no solution or infinitely many. As always, let me know if you have any questions when you try these problems out in ALEX. Good luck.